Hi students, welcome to today's class. Today I'm going to discuss about part B subject specific skills and that is two units I'm going to revise today. That is unit 4 web applications and security. So in that you need to learn session 1 to session 8. In the same manner in unit 2 you need to learn session 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So for your exam you need to revise these portions. So I'm going to revise these sessions one by one. Okay. So let me move on to the first session, that is working with accessibility options. So the option in Microsoft Windows XP. So first we'll move on to fill in the blanks and then question answers. I will send this PDF also for you for learning purpose. So now I will revise this 1 marks questions and question answers for you. See the option in Microsoft Windows XP used for helping users with physical disabilities and to reduce repetitive strain. So for this, which option is used in Microsoft Windows XP is for helping users with physical disabilities and to reduce the repetitive strain. Okay, so for that, sticky keys we will use. Sticky keys option in Microsoft Windows XP will be used for this purpose. Second question, Sound Sentry is designed to help users with which type of impairments? Auditory impairments, that is hearing impairments or auditory impairments we will write. Next, the high contrast option in Microsoft Windows XP is designed to assist people with dash impairment. So high contrast option is used for assisting people, that is helping people with vision impairments. Okay, vision impairments. And then serial keys, fourth question, serial keys is designed to assist people that have difficulty using a keyboard or a mouse. If any people are having difficulty using keyboard or mouse, they can go for serial keys option. Next one, fifth question, DAS refers to the user friendliness of computer system for all regardless of their disability. So computer accessibility only refers to the user friendliness of a computer system for all regardless of their disability. So the answer is computer accessibility. Next question, when a combination of hardware and software, it enables a person with disability or impairment to use a computer, it is known as what? Assistive technology. This question was asked in the last year board exam. Okay. So when a combination of hardware and software, it enables a person with disability or impairment to use a computer is known as assistive technology. Next question, DAS in control panel are used to customize the way your keyboard display and mouse functions. You can change it, that is you can customize, you can change according to your wish. That is accessibility options. DAS in control panel, accessibility options in control panel are used to accessibility options or ease of access also we will say. So in the latest OS, that is Windows 10 above and all, ease of access option only is there in control panel. So accessibility options are ease of access, EASE of 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 access, ACCESS. Okay. So ease of access in control panel are used to customize the way your keyboard display or mouse function. Next question, DAS is an accessibility function that tells the keyboard to ignore brief or repeated keystrokes, making typing easier for people with hand tremors. So who have this kind of problem, hand tremors, no? So they'll not able to, they will be having typing the keystrokes, typing the keys in a repeated way. So for that, which option will be useful? Filter keys is an accessibility function that tells the keyboard to ignore the brief or repeated keystrokes. So it will avoid the continuous keystrokes which is repeated in the keyboard. Okay, so filter keys option. Next question, DAS is an accessibility function which is designed for people who have vision impairment or cognitive disabilities. See, the answer is toggle keys. Next question, DAS options is also an accessibility feature that assists people with vision impairment by changing the blink rate and width of the cursor. The cursor options. So blink rate of the cursor and the width of the cursor, if you want to change, you need to go for cursor options in an accessibility, uh, that is accessibility options under, we need to choose the cursor options. Next one, Dash is an accessibility feature that assists people or help people who have difficulty using a mouse keys. Okay, mouse keys is an accessibility feature that assists people who have difficulty using a mouse. Dash tab enables you to configure accessibility options for all the users. For all the users, if you want to configure or change the accessibility options, means we can go for general tab. Okay, so these are the fill in the blank questions under session 1. Next, we will see question answers in the session 1. First question, what is meant by computer accessibility? It refers to user friendliness of the computer system for all, regardless of their disability, without bothering about their problems or any disabilities. It is providing user friendliness for of a computer system for all the people, okay, without considering their disability. So that is only known as computer accessibility. What do you mean by assistive technology? When a combination of hardware and software enables a person with a disability, makes a person with disability or impairment to make use of a computer. So that disability person also can able to use the computer with the combination of hardware and software is known as assistive technology. List out different types of impairments, okay, that affects the computer usage. Which will affect the computer usage? Which type of impairments affecting the computer usage? We will see one by one. There are 4 types of impairments. This question also was asked in the last year board exam. First type of impairment is cognitive impairments and learning disabilities. So if they don't have the cognitive impairment, cognitive abilities or the learning disabilities such as dyslexia, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or autism. So this is the type of autism, is the type of what? One impairment, that is cognitive impairment and learning disability. Next impairment is visual impairment. So what types of visual impairments we have? Low vision, complete blindness or partial blindness, and color blindness. So these are the types of visual impairments. Next one is hearing impairment, including deafness. Okay. So next type of impairment, that is last one, motor or dexterity impairment such as paralysis, cerebral palsy, or carpal tunnel syndrome and repetitive strain injury. Okay, so this is the last type of impairment. So these are the types of impairments which will affect the computer usage. Next question, how do you launch the accessibility options? That is how do you open accessibility options? So to launch our accessibility options in Windows XP, we need to click on Start, Control Panel, then Accessibility Options. Next question, what is the use of sticky keys? Sticky keys allows the user to press and release a modifier key such as Shift, Control, Alt. These are the modifier keys. Press and release the modifier keys like this or the Windows key and have it remain active until any other key is pressed. So until we press any other key, that key will be active. Okay, until we press the next key, these keys will be active. These modifier keys, no, 4 keys will be active when we are using this sticky keys feature, accessibility feature. Sticky keys allows the user to press and release the modifier key such as Shift, Control, Alt or Windows key and have it remain active. It will be active only, enabled only until any other key is pressed. How do you enable sticky keys? To enable the sticky keys, we need to select use sticky keys option, click apply and then click OK. See like this, the sticky keys icon will appear like this. Okay, so the first icon is there, no? So in the same way, if sticky keys are enabled, the icon will be appearing in the system tray like this. What is system tray? The taskbar right corner, right location, taskbar where it is located at the bottom of your computer screen, right side we have the system tray. So there you will find the sticky keys icon when this is enabled. Okay. Next, how do you disable sticky keys? To disable the sticky keys, we need to uncheck. The checkbox will be there. Uncheck the use sticky keys option and then click apply OK. Next, what is the use of filter keys? It is a feature of Microsoft Windows XP. It is an accessibility function that tells the keyboard to ignore brief or repeated keystrokes. Repeatedly, any keys are pressed, no, that is going to be ignored, making typing easier for people with hand tremors problem related people, no. They'll be continuously pressing some keys that is going to be ignored by this filter keys option. How do you enable the filter keys? To enable the filter keys, we need to check. Okay, that is checkbox will be there, a rectangular box. That box need to be checked, need to be filled with the tick mark, and check use filter keys, and then click settings under filter keys, and check ignore repeated keystrokes. Okay, then click apply and then click OK. Next one, how do you disable the filter keys? We need to uncheck the use of filter keys, click on apply and OK. How do you enable toggle keys? To enable the toggle keys, we need to check use of toggle keys, click settings under toggle keys, and then apply OK. How do you disable? You need to uncheck use toggle keys and then click on apply and OK. What is the purpose of toggle keys? When a toggle keys are turned on computer, it emits a sound. It outputs a sound cues. That is one simple sound, no long simple sound will come from the computer. Okay, computer it emits or outputs a sound cues when the locking keys like caps lock, num lock or scroll lock, when we are pressing these keys, no, caps lock key, num lock key or scroll lock, when it is pressed, okay, it will emit the sound cues. Then a high sound is emitted. Okay, high sound will be emitted when the keys are switched on, and low sound is emitted when the keys are switched off. Okay, by that we can understand that we have pressed the num key, num lock key, caps lock key and scroll lock key. So with that sound, we can identify that the toggle keys are enabled. What is the use of sound sentry option? Sound sentry is designed to help the users with hearing impairments or auditory impairments. It generates visual warnings such as blinking a title bar or flashing a border whenever the computer generates a sound. So instead of generating the sound, whenever computer is generating sound, in that case, the sound sentry, for auditory impairments people, they will not able to hear the sound. So this option will make that persons to understand their mistakes by showing blinking title bar and the flashing border in the screen. Okay, next visual warning only it will do. Okay, sound sentry it generates the visual warnings to the hearing impairments persons or auditory impairments persons. How do you enable sound sentry options? To enable sound sentry, you need to check use sound sentry under sound tab. Doing so activates a drop down list where from you can choose the type of visual warning desired. So which type of visual warning you want to apply, you can choose it, then you can click on apply and then click on OK. What type of errors can be created to understand sound sentry option? So how to understand the sound sentry option, which type of errors we can create? So click start run, type note instead of notepad and press the enter. Type some repeated characters in the notepad. Notice that the desktop note will flash for a fraction of a second along with visual error sound code. Okay, so along with visual desktop will be getting flashed when we are typing repeated characters in the notepad. Okay. Next, how do you disable the sound sentry options? We need to uncheck use sound sentry and then click on apply and OK. What is the benefit of sound sense show sounds option? Show sounds instructs applications that convey information by the sound. It will inform by sound only, to also provide information visually through text captions or informative icons. So with the help of informative icons and text captions, it will provide the information in a visual way. Okay. So it will convey the information by the sound. How do you enable show sounds option? How do you enable the show sounds option? To enable show sounds option, we need to check use show sounds under the sound tab and then click on apply and click OK. What is the benefit of high contrast option? It is an accessibility feature to assist people with vision impairment. So you can change the size of the font, color of the font and background color of the application for ease of viewing. So for easy viewing, we can choose this high contrast option. It is making the following changes, that is size of the font, color of the font, background color of the font. We can change it for easy viewing. How do you enable this high contrast option? To enable this high contrast option, we need to check use high contrast under display tab and click apply OK. Next one, how do you disable high contrast option? To disable high contrast option, we need to uncheck use high contrast and then apply OK. What is the use of cursor options? Cursor options is also an accessibility feature that assist people with vision impairments by changing the blink rate and width of the cursor. So blink rate of the cursor and width of the cursor can be changed for the vision impairment persons. So the cursor options mainly it is helping people with vision impairment. How do you change the speed and width of the cursor? To change the speed of the cursor, cursor's blink, move the blink rate slider back and forth. So blink rate slider, no, it is moved back and forth. Notice the cursor blinking at various speeds. The cursor will be blinking at the various speed if you are changing the blink rate slider back and forth. Okay. To change the width of the cursor, move the width of the width slider, okay, back and forth. Notice the width of the cursor will be changing. Next, what is the use of mouse keys? Mouse keys is an accessibility feature that helps people who have difficulty using a mouse. This option uses the keyboard, especially numeric keyboard, as a pointing device instead of mouse. So they will be able to use the keyboard as a pointing device, that is mainly numeric keypad, which is available in the keyboard, which is available at the right side of your keyboard. Okay, numeric keypad they can use as a pointing device instead of a mouse. How do you enable mouse keys? So to enable mouse keys, we need to check use mouse keys, click apply OK. So the mouse key icon will be displaying like this, the first, like a first icon, no? It will be looking like in the manner in the system tray. How do you use number pad keys for moving a mouse pointer instead of using mouse? So after enabling use mouse keys, what we can do? We can use the number key 4 to move the left side and 6 to move right side, 2 to move down and 8 to move up. So like that we can make use of the number keys in the numeric keypad in order to use that keys as a pointing device. Okay. How do you disable mouse keys? Uncheck use mouse keys and then click apply and click OK. What is the use of serial keys? It is an accessibility feature that assists people that have difficulty using a keyboard or mouse or both. So when a person is not able to use both the devices like keyboard or mouse also, they can use a special devices such as, okay, sip, puff and breathe switches to provide input to the computer through the serial ports. They can able to give the input to the computer with the help of the sip and puff and breathe switches. Okay, for example, sipping on the tube. Okay, when they are sipping on the tube, it will activates one device. Okay, while puffing on the same tube will activates the another device. So for that purpose, this serial keys option is used for helping the people who have difficulty in using keyboard or mouse. Okay, so with this we will end up the session 1, question answers and fill in the blanks. So you need to revise one more time by reading on your own and understand all the concepts related to the previous videos what I have sent for the session 1. Okay, so thank you. I will cover the next session in the next video. Thank you.